Hi, it's Emily from Bite Size Vegan, and welcome to another Vegan Nugget. Today's video is another installment of my interview with vegan activist Gary Yourofsky. Now, we're coming to the end of this series and really getting into some intense topics. In this segment, Gary will share his views on the relationship between veganism and religion. This can be quite the controversial hotbed rife with tension, and if you know Gary, you know that he does not mince his words. I'm going to tell you ahead of time that if you are easily offended by strong language and religious topics, this is not the video for you. As an additional note, I plan on doing a full series on the intersection of religion and veganism with a video dedicated to each religious view. I personally believe that veganism can be a meaningful part of any religious practice, and in fact is supported in various scriptures. But today's video is Gary's response to this topic. I would encourage you to push through any resistance that may come up and listen for the underlying message of Gary's answer. After we hear from him, I'll come back in with some of my thoughts. So prepare yourself and gird your loins, because we're going in. Can you speak a little bit to the intersections of veganism and religion? Are there conflicts there? Can they complement one another?
And the only conflict going on is that if you claim to believe in God and you murder God's animals, you're a murderer of God. You're not believing in God. You're not worshiping God. Something I've noticed that is horrible. Religious people, and I don't care what religion you are, they never worship anything that God actually created. They only worship things that we created in God's name. Bibles, crosses, churches, synagogues, Korans, mosques, the Stars of David, the Wailing Wall. Phony images of Jesus. And by the way, let me just put this out there. If you believe in Jesus and believe he was a white guy with blue eyes and blonde hair from the Middle East, okay, you're not in fucking reality. There are no white people with blue eyes and blonde hair naturally born in the Middle East. So everything about religion has to do with made up shit. Now, I believe in God. As I say all this, people are going, no, I love God. I'll proudly say it. Okay, but I don't believe in the organized religious God that people have made up. I see God in trees. I see God in cows. I look at cows and I see this huge head on a big red at the Sasha farm, or a Bima. I'm touching their heads are like 200 pounds. I'm going, man, what was God thinking when he made this head? I see a giraffe and I go, what was God thinking when he made this neck that's 17 or 20 feet long? I'm amazed at God's creations. Sadly, religious people see God's creations and all they want to do is kill them. That's the first thing they do is kill them, steal their babies, rape them, fuck them, forget about them. I think the religious people got it backwards completely. Forget about the book. God is not in a book. Let me be clear about that. God does not exist on paper. He's not in the book. Close the fucking book and walk outside and look at what God created. And then you'll be a holy being. It's not about long beards. It's not about covering your head in cloth. That does not make you a good person. Compassion makes you a good person. Not harming somebody else makes you a good person. And for the record, I don't care what God you believe in, if you even believe in a God. I care about how you act. Your actions count, not your beliefs. Your actions matter. Are you killing somebody? Are you enslaving somebody? Are you oppressing somebody? Are you discriminating against somebody? That's what counts and that's what matters. And that's what religious people need to correct. The world will be a lot better place if we actually embraced and protected God's creations instead of just killing them all.
As I said in the beginning, I truly believe that the core of what one may call godly principles are very much in line with veganism. The tenets of do no harm, of love, of compassion, empathy, kindness. Aren't these the very bedrock of spiritual traditions? Isn't caring for the most vulnerable among us what countless religious practices advocate? Now, certainly we humans have perverted even the most noble of principles, with our own selfish desires and motives. But when you really look at the original teachings and core philosophies of most religions, veganism fits quite nicely. I'm a huge advocate of the fact that anyone and everyone can be vegan. From atheists to evangelicals, Democrats and Republicans, black, white, Hispanic, what have you. Anyone from any background, ethnicity, religious practice, economic class, nationality, anyone can choose to live with compassion, to look into the eyes of an innocent animal and say, "You deserve life. You will not die on my account." What is more spiritual than that? So I'd love to hear what you think on this subject. If you identify as religious, do you find veganism to be in conflict or in line with your beliefs? What do you see as the relationship between veganism and religion? Let me know in the comments. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, or a thumbs down if it pissed you off. And please do share it around to help spread the message. Stay tuned to the Bite Size Vegan channel for the final installations of my interview with Gary. I've also posted bonus footage and questions that didn't make it to the main channel in the VIV area of BiteSizeVegan.org, which you can access for free by clicking below. And for even more behind the scenes action and the best discussion of all things vegan, join us in the Nugget Army over on Patreon. You can click on that logo right there or in the link in the video description. If you're new here, be sure to hit that big red subscribe button down there for more awesome vegan content every Monday, Wednesday, and some Fridays. I would love to have you as a subscriber. Now go live vegan, and I'll see you soon.
Thou shalt not kill. Follow it for a change.